Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. Today I want to show you how to gain popularity in the first days after beginning the new game. As you can see, I'm playing the German version, so I'm really sorry, but I couldn't get the English version yet, but I guess you can see what I'm doing here. So I'll just start a new game. I'll choose the world in the year 2011 as a scenario. And one thing you have to see first is that you choose a character who is pretty young. That means you can play very long before this weird bug occurs, you know, when your character suddenly gets replaced without further notice, and yeah, your new character has about no popularity at all, and yeah, in some cases soon gets kicked for inactivity. So as you can see in Germany, for example, the youngest character is this girl, who's born in 1972, and that would be pretty young, but that's just an example. I'd like actually to show you how you gain popularity in the first days of the game, so you can freely play it and yeah, just play around a little and try things, you know. It's much easier when you have 100% popularity, so you won't get replaced just by messing around, you know. So I'll choose the easiest difficulty level just to make it easier for me to show you the idea what I'm doing here. And of course you can choose another character here too. The youngest is this woman at 1980, and so she will be 31 years old when the game starts. That's pretty young. I don't care about the name right now. I'll set the simulation speed to 10 seconds a day, and yeah, no matter about the currency, so let's just start a new game. The first thing we do when day 1 starts is skipping the scenario video and then pause the game, so we have a lot of time to do whatever we like. Okay, so let's close this video and pause the game. So we start with 50% popularity, and the best way to gain popularity is by meeting up with your, I guess it's translated as key figures. So just check this, and you can see like artists and sportsmen, you know, like I don't know what's translated in the English version, I'm really sorry, but it's these two buttons who are most important. Let's check the artists, and as we can see, they are not really happy with us. All the smileys are pretty bad, so we have to make sure that they are in favor with us, so they can gain us popularity. We do that by meeting up with them, but I will show you later. The first thing we do now is to open up the sports window, and despite the fact that we have a deficit of about 5%, we will max out all the stars in each category. Well, I actually don't use national youth movements, so I won't max out here, so let's do this and go to the disciplines, and also make sure you max up all the stars in the disciplines tab. And this will satisfy the key figures found in the category of sports. So let's accept this. Okay, well, deficit is okay now. And let's do the same in the culture tab. Max out all the stars right here. And this will make the creative people happy. Let's accept this. Deficit at 5.3, that's okay. So now we have to skip a day to make sure that our actions take effect. So let's skip to the 2nd of January and pause the game again. And as you can see, the actions we did, they actually gain us popularity, about 25%. That's pretty good for a start. And now we can check again on our key figures, check the artists, and we can see all the smileys, or most of them, have turned green, so they now like us. Now we need to make sure we meet with someone who has a high popularity himself. 90% is a good value. Oh, 95% is even better. So let's meet up with this guy. Today's Sunday, so we're gonna meet up on Monday. Monday morning is perfect. And we also meet up with a second person. Again, make sure it has high popularity. 87% is pretty good, but let's see if we can find something better. 89%, that's great. You don't have to do this with the international stars here, because it doesn't work with them. You can't even do the actions I'm showing you later. So what was that? 89%, right? Let's meet up with her on Tuesday. Okay, and we will fill this gap on Monday by showing ourselves on TV. So we use this one. I don't know, maybe it's head of state, or I don't know what this window will be called in the English version, but I guess you can pretty much see that. Then we're gonna be on TV on Monday afternoon. And now we have to skip until we meet up with our first guest. I will just close the messages I receive here because they're not important now. Yeah, blah blah. Okay, I guess they come on 9 o'clock when I'm ready. Yeah, that's right. Okay, here's our first guest. Let's offer him coffee and champagne, of course. And then we're gonna offer him the Medal of the Nation, if that's like the Medal of Honor, or I don't know, just some medal we can give him. Don't know what's translated in English again, but I guess the word medal will be in the sentence you have to click here. So let's do this, and by that, if he accepts, and he does, we already gain popularity. So we're now at 82%, which is pretty good. Also, we're gonna ask him to like speak good of us in public, you know, like he will tell that we're good. And again, I don't know what's translated in English, but it's the other button right here. If you hit this, the effect will not be right after that, but you have to wait until, yeah, it's spread in the news or in the newspaper or whatever. So okay, that's it for the meeting now. On afternoon we automatically will be on TV, and we can skip to the next day when we meet up with our second guest. He already gives us a cheers for high popularity, so let's meet up with her. Again, we're gonna offer coffee and champagne. She took it, and of course she gets the medal too. So we're at 91% right now. And now it doesn't take much effect if we choose again this admiring in public, because you have to take a little time between you do this, you know, like 2 months. So we're now on 4th of January, so around the 10th of March you can do this again, and you will get popularity by that, but you can't do that right after you did that before. So just wait about 2 months. Now we're at 91%, which is pretty good, and now we just skip one more day, and at day 5 we're at 100%. So now would be a good time to do the first save, so you have good starting conditions from here on. And yes, what you also have to know about popularity, because of the fact that you spend a lot of money on sports and culture and art, you will win awards, so this will gain popularity as well. Also, in the Secret Service window, make sure you always have enough spies who take out terrorist groups, so you make sure you can gain popularity by that. But there's a pretty good guide in our forum by Tommy Toxin, who wrote a pretty good guide about how to deal with terrorist groups. Of course, I guess that's the environment window right here. You should max out the stars here as soon as possible, because it also gains popularity. And now you have a pretty free hands, you know, you can try to gain some money by raising taxes and all that stuff. You won't lose your 100% popularity too soon. You know, it really takes a lot to get down from this 100%, really drastic actions. But now you can also, if you're going for dictatorship, for example, you can also take away the right from the parliament to vote when it comes to laws. And yeah. So I guess now you know how to start the game well, and I hope you have a lot of fun. And if you have any questions, just use the comments under the video, and I think I can help you and answer. Okay, have fun, bye bye.